Hi everybody, Carolsiddall here with journaldreamworld. I am here with my finished design team project, which was called Farm Fresh by Creatingwithjovi. Took me a while to get to it. We've had a couple family members that have been really sick. One's been in and out of the hospital several times, so I've been dealing with that. It's just been a wild month, wild, tiring month. So by the time I would get home after being at a hospital for 6 to 7 hours, I'd fall asleep. I'm not gonna lie, I would just fall asleep. So I have worked on this in the evenings or the weekends, but I finally got it done. This is my August design team project. It's from her Digi kit called Farm Fresh, but I just named the journal On the Farm because I happen to have a cute little piece of material. This is some material that I have tons of farm material. I don't know, when I go in the store and I see a new farm print, I buy it. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I got a whole bucket full of farm stuff because I love doing farm journals. It's just really cute. It's got the tractor, the cows, got the barn on the front, and I love that this one has a windmill. You don't see that too often. But I wanted to do a real quick flip through. I just really didn't have the time, y'all, to get on the camera and do videos when I was making some of the ephemera. It's been very tiring. But I wanted to get this video made, a flip through video, and so that Jovi knows that this is done. And I love doing it. I love farm stuff. I've got some ruffles, and I make my own ruffles. Got all these in here. And as you can see, if I just hold it, it's kind of a chunky monkey. When you tie it together, that's about it. It is 80 pages. It is 8 by 5.25, I believe. So I am going to start the flip through. This has her Farm Fresh Digi kit in it. The ephemera is hers and mine mixed. And I made my ephemera. So let's get started on this. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I can get this centered. Might be able to come in a little bit closer. There we go. I think that's a little bit closer. Push this up a little bit. Yeah, if I leave it right there, I think I'm good. Okay, this is from her kit. Is that just not the cutest? I just fell in love with this cow with the bandana on. And these are some of my farm clusters. I actually made I think I showed this before, I'm not sure. I made a cluster book. And make clusters, and you just put a pop of glue and then put them down there, and that way you can tear them off and you can put more in there when you're done. It's got more pages, but this is scrapbook paper I had from an old farm pad, and it was just a lot of fun. So there we go. So I've got that. And this is covered in, like I said, the material. And then this is kind of collaged together pieces. This is made from, I don't know if you can hear it. It's got the crinkle in it from an Amazon package. And I put this on the spine, it's on the front, and then it's on the back. I had I had small squares, so I couldn't do all the way across. So I just put these down and then put a wider piece of this old quilt that is actually from an old quilt, and put that on there. All these are just, this is what I'm doing, showing this on. I found a huge piece of ticking, just huge. There is a material store not far from me, but it's like a closeout material store. They've just got bins and bins and bins of material, and I will go in there and I'll spend 2 hours digging through everything. This was one that I made. This is from an old cardstock paper. I just added some stuff on here. One of the paper pads from where this paper came from had some stickers left on it, so I just put that in there. And this is for whoever gets the book. They can put it wherever they want. They can put it in the pocket. They can glue it on somewhere, or they can throw it away. Whoever decides to purchase this can purchase it. So, and like I said, one of my collages. Here is a fabric flip. These are all from pieces that I have. I cut that out at the barnyard. And then this is some more fabric I've got. It's just beautiful. It's a whole farm scene. Put that on there so you've got your, and then underneath, these are old photographs that I found. And I just love them. To plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow. The farmer, old farmer with his horses there. There's a little living the simple life. And I had some cards left on that cardstock. And this is Jody's print, and it's got little chickies underneath. And I just stuck the rooster on top. I thought that was fun. And this is from a company, I've mentioned this company before, where they send me, like, it's called HG Designs, and they'll send me emails, and they always give a freebie in their email. And one was just a bunch of different patterns. I thought that went great with the farm. So we've got this here. Here's what's cooking, a recipe from the kitchen. Isn't that cute? These are retro. Kindness Matters. This was from another farm kit. I can't remember who that was. And this is vellum that has butterflies on it, so I stuck a butterfly here. This is from an old children's book. This is one of my clusters that I made, and a little journaling card there. The very best. And this is one of her things. I added another bag here. This was in, she had some cutouts, and this was one of the cutouts. And I just, enhanced it a little bit. And I stuck the fresh from our farm. I added that little sticker on there. Aren't these little boys just the cutest? I think they're so cute. So obviously they were at probably a 4-H thing, and I don't know, I thought it was real cute. This is one of my little ruffles that I did. And we have this one, Homegrown Goodness. Added some of my farm washi tape. There's a place I get my washi from. It's called the Washi Store, the Washi Shop. The Washi Shop. It's not on Etsy. It's their own place, but they have such great washi at great prices. It seems a little pricey, but it's really good washi. It sticks good, and there's a lot of it on the rolls, so I like it. I added a little stickles in here. So that's one of her little pictures. Old music book. This is just clipped in here, so you can move that wherever you want. It's got a piece of material in here and a little flower at the top. This is all Jovi's here. Her little thing. This is one of her journaling cards. I just backed it. It does fit in here. Well, it fits. It's a little snug, but it means it's not going to go anywhere. And then this was an old piece. This is a piece of material I had that has windmills on it. This is one of Jovi's journaling cards. This is from an old scrapbook pad. I think I've just about used up every piece I had of that. And this is a stencil of a windmill, and I just added this little piece here. So I love windmills. Here's a little flip out, and I've got a little tiny sticker in here. Life is better in the country, and there's these are vintage premium king corn stamps, and a little piece of material if you want to use it, and a little picture of a saver book. So that's a little flip out. And here I've got one of Jovi's digitals, one of her little cutouts, and I added some liquid pearls around it, and in the middle, the lines are there if you don't want to do the liquid pearls. I just did the liquid pearls on top, and that was an old digital picture that I had. Some of my farm material with the truck. And silly me, I had this paper, and then I put this on here before I realized this is the same flower, but this is darker. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I don't think they came from the same pad. I'm not sure. They must have, but I didn't even realize I had matched that up. You know how you do that in your head and you put it on paper and it matches, and you go, it's like your brain knows to do it, but you're not conscious of it. Or that could just be me. That could just be me, which may be the truth. I'm kind of a pig deal with that. I believe this is Jovi's. I believe this was in her kit. And this I just stamped on a piece of I have the stamp, and I put it on a piece of fabric, added some more fabric to it. This is Jovi's page. I love the little goose in here. Home Sweet Home, and I just added some brads to look like flowers. I love to use things in different ways. So we've got the brads in there. A ruffle on this page. There's one of my Digis, and I have these buttons, and I took the backs off, and I've got this cute little duck on here. That's one of those HG design. Like I'm going to repeat this, not on Etsy. Many years ago, they sent me a sign up. I don't even know if you can still do it, but I got porch swing moments from an old scrapbook pad. I stenciled here, added some washi from Farmhouse Washi. Left lots of room for writing. This is, I think it's from the same stencils that I got. I got them online. I can't remember if I got them from Temu or if I got them from Amazon. I've had them a long time, so probably Amazon. But it has the tractor, and it's pulling a little cart of flowers. And then I have the truck washi up here. I think those are Christmas presents, but I couldn't really tell, so I just went ahead and put it on there anyhow. Farm Fresh, another stencil. Left that blank for writing. And there's that boot with the sunflowers in it. Another ruffle. I love this black and white chicken. I've had this forever. I don't even know where I got it, but I loved it so much. I kind of hoarded it for a long time. So it's going in Jovi's. And I've got these two little, the Dearborn Dairy, 1 pint. Kind of slides in there. This I've had for a long time. I believe I got this in a sewing center somewhere. And I just made a little pocket. And I have these two tickets. And this is some washi tape that I just stuck on there. Some flowers and strawberries. And I did this, I put the butterflies behind the plastic and put it on the jar. I thought that came out real cute. And they just fit right in there. And then a couple little things here. I'm not gonna pull these out because they were hard to get in there. This was Jovi's, part of her kit. Mother's flower is always best. Then I have this, always be thankful. This is made from a bag. I folded it over on both sides. I clipped it out here, so it's glued down, but it's a double. So I've got this one from the old scrap pad. This is Jovi's. This is all out of her stuff. All this I had, and the scrapbook paper I had. And then these are, let me get this back in here. These are pages, I think there's 3 of them in here, out of a book that I have that's about living off grid and all the things you can make, and it covers animals, food, shelter, water, I mean, you name it. And this was how to make a rabbit hutch. I thought that was so cute. And it's got the rabbit on the front, raising a healthy rabbit. So you get a page out of my book. I've had it for a long time. Oh, let me get this in here. Oh, it did this to me last time. I don't know if there's something in there that keeps it from going down. It should go right down in there. You know, I did not have this much trouble the first time. I'm trying to put it behind it. Why is that not going in there? There's something keeping it, but this goes down. What goes all the way down in there? There's nothing. Maybe I have this bent. I didn't know this was going to be such a struggle. Well, you know what? I'm going to take it out. I'll get it in there later. I'll get it in there later. It went in fine the first time, so I don't know what's keeping it. But it's got one there. And then here's another page. And see, that one goes in no problem. One of my things here. A little tag that I made. Most of these are back with coffee dye paper. This is one of Jovi's tags that's in her cutouts with the pitchfork. I think that's so cute. It's got the little ladybug. And this is where I put the stickles on the white lines. It's from an old children's book. And I just cut out the barn so it looks like they're in the barn. Jovi's page, added this. I added this part up here. It just looks so yummy. Children's music. This is clipped on here so you can put it anywhere you want. This, I'm pretty sure this was Jovi's. Pretty sure this was hers, and this was hers too. So I just put the little teapot on there. I thought it looked really cute. This is old paper, and I added the butterflies. Thought it was just really pretty. This is Jovi's page, and I did watercolor pencils on her, and then took a water brush and then went over it. And I don't know, it looks used, but I wanted some color on her in the kitchen, and I put this up here, farm to table. And of course I added this over here, which kind of matches that. This is a vintage recipe card. I thought it was so cute, the little doll. And then this was from an old scrapbook pad. And there's the other side of the children's book. Here's another little farm flip, a little secret writing place, and farming. And I didn't move this, did I? Okay, make sure y'all can still see everything. I love this. I love this whole page, so I didn't want to cover it up. But this was blank, so I just put a farm, an office with the best view ever. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, heck yeah, that's the best view ever. God. If I had thought about it when I was young, I would have bought me a farm. I would have bought a farm. So, probably in Tennessee. Because I love Tennessee. I love Georgia. Because that's where I'm from. Well, not originally, but been here more years than I've been anywhere else, so. And then got this, I added some, what do I call it? Glossy accents to the teacup here. I made this. This is a little strip of material I tore off. This is a little piece I had. Just added some things on there. A piece of scrap paper I had. And then this was from a old 6x6 farm pad. And then I had the price tags and this. Isn't that cute? Just look at that. I love the polka dots. Here's another farm picture of the combine. Looks like they're getting wheat. I just put this on here. We are blessed. So true. Added the button and the vintage chenille. I got a whole bag. I mean, a bag like about this long, about this wide, of just old chenille pieces from this woman, and it was like $5. I just love it. I'm kind of hoarding it, but I've still got a ton left. This was from Jovi, one of her pages. I just added some stuff to it, pure and natural, because it says the purest. I thought that was perfect. And added that piece of material there. Here is good things come in small packages. So I glued that on there. There's a farm scene there. And the red barn wood. And a piece of the ticking. This is from an old children's book. It's about a hen that gets mad with this porcupine, and then they become friends in the end. So basically that's the story of the book. This is a cat paperclip. You have to look at it this way. You have to look at it sideways and see it's a cat. This is from an, I think I got that actually off Pinterest. And I just added some pretty blue stuff here at the bottom, so that's writing. Here's a horsey who has a tail, but it kind of got covered up by the ruffle. I had to add a horse. Then this is the scraps from a very old scrapbook pad. And I've added another page and then a card. I'm not gonna pull that out. This is a children's music book for a piano music book. But isn't that cute, him ringing the bell? He's just so happy riding the Carolsiddall horse. And then this is Jovi's, it's in her kit. Sweet home, sweet home. And then there's this pretty page, lots of writing. You can write anywhere on these things, but I just love this with the chickens. And the other side, I think, had a cow and pigs. It's a really pretty scene. I didn't want to cover it all up. And this is a piece of material that I had, a scrap at the front of the tractor. And I've added this. Home is where the herd is. No pun intended. And then this, and that's 3D. He's kind of popped up. And then a card here and a piece of that fabric. So you've got that. You can stick that wherever you want to put it. And then this I thought was so cute. I had this from an old magazine, this little farmhouse girl's dress. So I drew a coat hanger, hung it on the tree, and then hung the dress. And it looks like it's drying in the wind. I just think that came out so cute. I didn't want to mess with the tree because the tree was so pretty. And then here's a front of a tractor on this cute, again, from a scrapbook pad. And a couple of farmhouse living. The best memories are made on the farm. These are good size journaling cards. And then I'll love you till the cows come home. Thought that was cute. And here's another one of my little clusters. Country kitchen. I love this. Jovi, I don't know where you got that picture, but I absolutely am in love with it. It's got the dog, the kitten, it's got the chickens, a couple roosters mixed in. She's out there just feeding her chickies. This is one of the cutouts in Jovi's. And added and here's another flip. I have one that's the mason jars. I have one that's feathers, so I put the feather in there. And there's windmill, just a pretty print, and you can write whatever you want. Here's a front of a truck. This is actually a paper clip, a hidden paper clip. It's got this truck on the front, and then the other side is a chicken laying eggs, and here's a tractor. Welcome to the farmhouse, and then it's got another picture down here of a old barn. Again, the windmill and this old truck. And it says, keep calm and garden and fresh eggs. This is, I believe, an old Project Life card. I found in a secondhand store a box about this long, about this deep, from Project Life that was packed full of Project Life cards. It had never been, I don't think it had ever been used, and all different kinds of cards in all different sizes. And I still have a ton of them. And I've gifted plenty of those to other people. But it was like, and I believe I paid $6 for the whole box. Yeah, that to me was like treasure. And that was at a little tiny thrift store that I love to go to. That's it's about 8 miles from my house. It's in another little town, but I go there often because I have found so many hidden gems in that little tiny store. And they update stuff in there regularly. It's like a community store. So y'all, check out your little community area. You drive around and see what you can find, because these are not big places that advertise. Or just look it up online, you know, in your area for thrift stores, and you'll be surprised what you can find. Okay, here we've got another with the windmill. And there is the back of the truck. And that's cute little cups. I like the little cups on here. It's from an old pad. So I just have that in there. This is Jovi's from her kit. And then we got the chicken. I think this is from her kit too. I'm pretty sure this is from her kit, because I think I got the rooster. Maybe I should put the rooster with his head up. Like he's peeking out. There we go. And then this is hers, and I love this, the old farmhouse. So, and this is blueprint for a barn. And I just stuck an empty label there, and then this is farmhouse living, and this is like $5 little price tag. Just put it in there, and you can put it wherever you want. This is an old, it's not old. Chips and salsa, Chili's, at Chili's, you know, the bag that they put the silverware in. I cut it down so it would fit the page, but I love that it had the fork and the knife on either side. And then, you know, farm sweet farm with the chickens, and then barbed wire on the back. So that, a farmer is a businessman that wears overalls. That's true. I mean, you got to know what you're doing to have a farm. I like the horsies on here, so I did the horsey one over here. Farm fresh milk. And that came out of that old pad. I love this picture. This is Jovi's with the boy holding his cow, sitting on the, and I had gotten this button in a package of buttons, I think from when I was up in Cleveland, Georgia. I always go to their little thrift stores up there. There was just jars of buttons and this little doggy and a rooster that was on that tag were in there. And I thought he should be with the little boy. So I stuck him on there. And then made this pocket from material, easily distracted by cows. So we've got the cow card here and love my herd. And this is from Jovi, and I put a strip here of the red, and y'all, I put glossy accents, no, liquid pearls on her thing, and I made it look like she has sunglasses on. I know you're all going, Carol, that doesn't look nothing like sunglasses. But you know, my creative brain thinks it's sunglasses, so I'm just going to leave it at that. So there we go, a cow with sunglasses on. Why not? And there's the other side of that. This is just a little scrap with a little farmer on his tractor. And then another scrap of material with the truck. Can you tell I love old farm trucks? And I love this picture of this cow. Just makes me smile every time I see it. I believe that came off Pinterest. It is not copyrighted either. I do not use copyrighted materials. So. And then I made this as another little, it was another long envelope. It had something in it, napkin from somewhere. But I used my washi, and this is from Jovi. And there's that cow again. She's just the cutest. This is from an old pair of jeans that I got. Cherokee Authentic Workwear. I believe it's Target or Walmart. I'm like, you know, I bought them and I said, I'm keeping that tag. That'll look cute in a farmhouse journal. I've had it for a long time. It says direct from farm to you, farm fresh Wisconsin churn butter. So that goes in there. And then over here we got all kinds of little goodies. I've got another vintage, and I had this cute picture. I believe that was in Jovi's kit. I've had these made with love. So I got this recipe card, I believe from that secondhand store. There was all kinds. It's like a big bundle. I paid $1 for them. And so it goes in there. And then this is Jovi's. This was in her kit. And see, here's the lines, and I didn't put the liquid pearls on there because I put it on the sunflowers. So, and glossy accents, but I got a bubble right in the middle, but that's okay. Salt and sugar label. Don't even know where I got that from. Another card with a scale on it. Farming is a profession of hope. Just showed you that. And this is Jovi's too, one of her cutouts. And Mr. Bunny Rabbit I've had for a long time. I made the little bunny rabbit tag. I stamped on material. And this is a die cut with the little rooster in the middle. And the little bunny at the top there. You can just put on here whatever you want. This is Jovi's page. The other side of that children's book. This I stamped on and added some washi tape. There's a little flower wooden button. And this is Jovi's page. There's that shovel again. Farm Sweet Farm. And then I added this back page with little snippets. It's a little cluster. The Farmer's Wife. This is handmade by Carolsiddall. And then I signed and dated the journal right here. And made this. It's cardboard. So, and you could actually flip that over and use it as a writing board. So that is it. This is my Farm Fresh journal for my design team project for Creating with Jovi. I will, when I upload the video in the description box, I will put the link to Jovi's, her Etsy and her name. Oh, sorry, that's not on here. And just look around for the other design team members because we all pick one, but this is mine and this will be for sale, and I will link that later once I'm able to get that posted. And I will get this page back in there, I promise. So thank you for stopping by and looking. Have a blessed day and enjoy the rest of your week. Take care. Peace out.